Voicemails transcribed. Join over 150,000 small businesses who stay connected with Grasshopper. See how it works at grasshopper.com. The entrepreneur...
Hey, it's Flo, and this is my impression of an automatic boat naming machine.
Name number 1, yeah, buoy, spelled B-U-O-Y, ha ha ha. Name number 2, peer pressure, get it, P-I-E-R, see what I did there? Name number 3, great boat insurance from Progressive at a great price. Maybe a little bit long-winded, but nevertheless true.
Progressive Boat Insurance. The coverage you need starting around just $8 a month. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. $8 monthly premium excludes fees and taxes and is not available in all states.
20 after 7, let's wake up with Quick Fill.
Great achievements begin with a dream, require hard work and perseverance. At Quick Fill, we salute those driven to make a difference. Like you, who buy Quick Fill American-made gasoline, a legacy you pass on to your children. Together, we're driven to keep America strong. Quick Fill and you, driving America.
Yes, it's Monday. Brand new work week. Go ahead and raise your arms up over your head and stretch. Make sure to stop at your favorite Quick Fill Red Apple and perk up with some fresh brewed Java Quest coffee. That'll get you going. Today's word of the day is delve. Delve, D-E-L-V-E. Delve, verb, to dig or labor with, as if with a spade, to make a careful or detailed search for information, to examine a subject in detail. Of course, help yourself to whatever you like, she murmured vaguely before delving back into her book. Good morning. Today is Monday, October 12th, Columbus Day, 2015. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. You celebrate it with singer Sam Moore of Sam and Dave, who is 80. Actress singer Susan Anton is 65. Actor Hugh Jackman is 47. Actor Kirk Cameron, 45. Actor Josh Hutcherson from the Hunger Games is 23. On this day in 1997, singer John Denver was killed when an experimental plane crashed into Monterey Bay in California. He was 53. 1975, Rod Stewart and the Faces played their last show together at a concert on Long Island, New York. And on October 12, 1957, Little Richard announced that he was giving up rock and roll for religion. He later was ordained as a minister, but eventually went back to playing rock and roll music. Chicago with Love Me Tomorrow. It is 7:30. Time for news and weather, brought to you by the Allegheny Community Center on Clark Street inside the Talk Bus facility. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Dale. Good morning, everyone. Congressman Glenn Thompson last week lauded a federal court decision to stop nationwide the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's regulatory action entitled The Waters of the United States, which drastically expands the federal jurisdiction over state waters. The congressman says the stay will remain in place until the court issues its final ruling. A previous federal court injunction had placed a stay upon the rule in states that had active lawsuits against the EPA until the resolution of those cases. In all other states, Waters of the United States took effect in late August. The congressman says it was troubling that despite strong bipartisan concerns from Pennsylvania's members of Congress, Pennsylvania did not take the necessary steps to oppose this federal overreach. Last week's ruling, the congressman said, is a step in the right direction, which will stave off a real threat to the Commonwealth's economy. The owner of a $225,000 Cash 5 lottery ticket sold in McKean County turned in her winning ticket last week, the Bradford Era reports. Bradford resident Kristen Managa turned in the winning ticket and will receive $225,000 minus 25%, which is for federal withholding. The ticket was purchased at Crosby's Convenience Store on West Washington Street in Bradford, and they will get a $500 bonus. According to the Pennsylvania Lottery, more than $7.4 million went to McKean County residents in the 2013-14 fiscal year, and more than $5 million went to programs for McKean County residents during that time. All lottery proceeds go to programs benefiting older Pennsylvanians. And Ski Magazine readers have ranked Holiday Valley third best among the top resorts in eastern North America for the 2015-16 season. The Jamestown Post-Journal reports that Ski Magazine readers were asked to rate resorts they had recently visited in the eastern United States and Canada. That was in March of this year. Holiday Valley ranked in the top 10 in 13 of 18 categories. Holiday Valley was the only resort in the top 10 to have under a 1,500 vertical foot drop. Things that turn a good vacation into a great one, according to the readers, included exceptional customer service, friendliness of staff, and top-notch facilities. The full survey and the rankings are available in October's issue of Ski Magazine, also online at skinet.com. A reminder that the Warren Forest County's Economic Opportunity Council will be closed today for the Columbus Day holiday. They will reopen tomorrow at 8 a.m. A look at the weather is next.
Allegheny Community Center, the center on the river. If you're 50 or older, you can participate in arts and crafts, card games, yoga, computer classes, fantastic trips, and much more. Delicious lunches are served daily. Their bistro is open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and open to the public. They also have monthly dinners for a very reasonable cost. Check out this beautiful center at 42 Clark Street, Warren, second floor of the Talk Building, or call 814-723-3237 for more information.
Mostly sunny this Monday. The temperature rising to the upper 60s. A little breezy. Gusty winds up to 25 miles an hour. Clouds moving in overnight. A 50-50 chance of showers. Overnight low in the low 50s. Still winds up to 25 miles an hour. Some sunshine Tuesday morning, but mostly cloudy for the day with a chance of showers. High in the upper 50s. Around the region, 50 degrees in Bradford, 48 in Jamestown, also 48 in Warren. In the newsroom, I'm Mark Silvis.
Thanks very much, Mark. It's 7:34 and a half. News and weather provided by the Allegheny Community Center on Clark Street inside the Talk Bus facility. Call 814-723-3237. Right now at Bob Lawson's Eastside Auto, stop in for fall savings and all in-stock utility trailers from Camtech and Superline. These trailers are built strong and powder-coated instead of painted to last you for years and years. Also, end-of-season sale on all in-stock scooters. Take advantage of $1 over invoice plus freight incentive. If you want a scooter, there will never be a better time to buy it. Enjoy the lowest prices of the season on all in-stock utility trailers and scooters at Bob Lawson's Eastside Auto, just past the Peppermill Restaurant on Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. Call 723-SAVE or online at 723save.com.
Fall and winter are here and near. Rain, wind, snow, and extreme conditions are what we have to look forward to. Everyone makes sure their heating systems work, but without power, nothing works. That's where Northwest Service Company comes in. Northwest Service Company is the area's only factory-trained and certified dealer for sales, service, and installation for both Kohler and Generac generators. They service all other makes and models, too. For all your electrical needs, sales, installation, and 24-hour service for residential, commercial, and industrial, call Northwest Service Company, 723-3521. Electrical. It's not some of what we do, it's what we do. If you're concerned with your electrical service, they can help. Northwest Service Company has been your local electrical contractor for over 30 years. Now is the time to install a generator and make sure you're ready to face the extreme winter ahead. Don't wait. Call today.
No one puts more care into their coffee than Tim Hortons. And now I can get the same care and quality in their new lunch menu. They're introducing over a dozen new handcrafted sandwiches. Think quality vegetables, perfectly baked breads, real cheese, and choice meats. And delicious ingredients like pesto and avocado. Whether it's their new turkey bacon club, the Italiano grilled bagel sandwich, or the mozzarella pesto panini, there's a sandwich specially made fresh just for me. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting new lunch. Amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
Right now, it's time for the Daily Donut Trivia, brought to you by Tim Hortons in Warren. Now, here's Dale Bliss.
Yes, it's donut time. 1 dozen Tim Hortons donuts to the winner of Daily Donut Trivia. I ask the question. First correct caller gets the donuts. Remember, you can't have won anything here in the last 30 days to be eligible to win today. 723-1917 or 1-800-723-7085. Here is today's question. What name was Rick Springfield given at birth? What name was Rick Springfield given at birth? Answer, Richard Lewis Springthorpe. Congratulations to Kathy Welch and Warren, winner of today's Tim Hortons Donuts. Hope you enjoy them, Kathy. More to give away tomorrow. NFL, baseball, college football, NASCAR. Time to get to on sports after Rick. Sports is brought to you by Erie Bank at the corner of Penn Avenue West and Liberty Street. New England, Green Bay, Denver, Cincinnati, and Atlanta all remain unbeaten through Week 5 of the NFL season. Tom Brady threw for 2 touchdowns, and the Patriots improved to 4-0 with a 30-6 rout of the Cowboys. Brady also provided his first rushing touchdown since 2012, a 1-yard plunge in the second quarter to put the Pats ahead to stay. The Packers improved to 5-0 with a 24-10 win over the Rams behind a pair of touchdown passes from Aaron Rodgers. However, the Packers quarterback had a couple of streaks snapped with a pair of interceptions. They were the first of the year and his first at Lambeau Field since December 2012. Chris Harris Jr. returned to fourth quarter interception, 74 yards for a touchdown, and the Broncos overcame a shaky day from Peyton Manning to beat the Oakland Raiders 16-10. Andy Dalton rallied Cincinnati from 17 down to a 27-24 overtime win over Seattle. Dalton threw for a touchdown, ran for another in the comeback, finishing with 331 passing yards and 2 scores to lead the Bengals to their first 5-0 start since 1988. That's when they went to the Super Bowl the last time. Atlanta's Robert Alford returned an interception, 59 yards in OT to give Atlanta a 25-19 win over Washington. Falcons 5-0 with the help of 159 yards rushing from Devontae Freeman. The Cardinals had no trouble bouncing back from their first loss of the season as Carson Palmer threw for 3 touchdowns in a 42-17 rout of the winless Lions in Detroit. The Giants picked up their 3rd straight win since their 0-2 start by downing San Francisco 30-27 on Eli Manning's 12-yard TD pass to Larry Donnell with 21 seconds left. Manning, 41-54, 441 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jay Cutler engineered a pair of fourth-quarter touchdowns to rally Chicago past Kansas City 18-17. Quarterback Tyrod Taylor used his legs to rally Buffalo from 10 points down to a 14-13 win over Tennessee. Sam Bradford threw for 333 yards, 2 touchdowns in Philadelphia's 39-17 rout of New Orleans. Travis Coon's 32-yard field goal gave Cleveland a 33-30 overtime win over Baltimore. The Browns' Josh McCown threw for a team record 457 yards, 2 touchdowns to become the first player in team history to have 3 consecutive 300-yard passing games. Doug Martin ran for 123 yards and 3 scores to lift Tampa Bay to a 38-31 win over Jacksonville. Jameis Winston threw for 209 yards, 1 touchdown without an interception for the Bucs, who blew a 20-7 lead before ending an 11-game home losing streak that dated to December 2013. Ohio State stays number 1 in this week's AP college football poll, but its lead continues to dwindle after starting the season a unanimous top pick. The Buckeyes now only have 27 first-place votes after it struggled for 2.5 quarters in their win over Maryland. That puts the unbeaten Buckeyes just 21 points ahead of Baylor, which is number 2 for the first time ever. TCU fell a spot to third, just 4 points in front of Utah. The Horned Frogs stayed unbeaten by holding off an upset bid at Kansas State. The Utes moved up after their close win over California. Clemson rounds out the top 5. Then in order, it's LSU, Michigan State, Florida, Texas A&M, and Alabama. Michigan moved up to number 12 after posting its third straight shutout win. Randy Edsall has been fired as Maryland's football coach following the team's third straight lopsided defeat, 49-28 against top-ranked Ohio State Saturday. Offensive coordinator Mike Locksley will take over on an interim basis. Maryland 2-4 and mired in a 3-game skid in which the Terps have been outscored by a combined 122-34. Edsall went 22-34 after taking over before the 2011 season. The Houston Astros own a 2-1 lead in the AL Division Series, and the Toronto Blue Jays are still alive in their ALDS after avoiding a sweep by the Rangers in Texas. Dallas Keuchel allowed a run in 5 hits in 7 innings to pitch the Stros past Kansas City 4-2. The Houston Ace worked out of several jams before improving to 15-0 at home this season. The Astros could wrap up the best-of-5 series with a win over the defending AL champs in Game 4 today. Toronto will be playing Game 4 on Monday after Troy Tulowitzki and Marco Estrada led them to a 5-1 victory over the Rangers. Tulowitzki finished with 4 ribbies, including a 3-run homer that put the Jays ahead 5-0 in the 6th. Tulowitzki went 2 for 3 after going hitless in 10 at-bats during the first 2 games. Losing pitcher Martin Perez was reached for 4 runs, 6 hits, and 5+ innings. Derek Holland will start Game 4 for the Rangers against R.A. Dickey. The Dodgers' second baseman Chase Utley has been suspended for the next 2 games of the NL Division Series against the Mets for his hard slide that left New York shortstop Ruben Tejada with a fractured right fibula. The slide sparked the Dodgers' 4-run 7th and a 5-2 win over the Mets in Game 2 on Saturday. MLB Chief Baseball Officer Joe Torre said he concluded that Utley's slide was illegal and warranted discipline. Utley's agent called the penalty outrageous and completely unacceptable and said there would be an appeal which would allow Utley to play until the hearing process is complete. MLB likely will try to resolve the matter before the series resumes with Game 3 today. More sports after this.
We all know what it's like to rush to the bank to make that last-minute deposit. Well, now those days are over thanks to Erie Bank's mobile deposit. Now you can make a deposit anytime simply by using your smartphone, tablet, or flatbed scanner. Erie Bank's mobile deposits are safe and secure, done in the comfort of your own home, office, or wherever life takes you. Say goodbye to rushing traffic and banking deposit worries, and say hello to Erie Bank's mobile deposit.
For mobile deposit, certain qualifications apply. Erie Bank, the way mobile banking should be. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Montreal Canadiens spoiled Ottawa's home opener and won the only game on yesterday's NHL schedule. Thomas Plekanec scored a pair of first-period goals, and new backup netminder Mike Condon faced just 21 shots in a 3-1 win over the Senators. Joey Logano won the Charlotte Motor Speedway race to automatically advance to the 3rd round of NASCAR's playoffs. His 4th victory of the season and first career at Charlotte came in the opening race of the 2nd round of the chase. Bill Haas wrapped up the clinching point on the final hole of the final match to give the U.S. the win at the President's Cup. Haas delivered for his father, Jay, who was the captain of the victorious Americans. The 15.5 to 14.5 final score over the international team improved the Americans' record in the competition to 9-1-1. Tom Lehman closed out his final 4 holes of the Champions Tour SAS Championship with an eagle and 3 birdies for a 1-stroke victory over Joe Durant in North Carolina. The 56-year-old Lehman birdied the par 4 15th and 16th, eagled the par 5 17th, and birdied the par 4 18th for a 7-under 65 and a 12-under total. Bernard Longer and Kenny Perry tied for 3rd at 10 under. And Jessica Korda shot a final round 6-under 65 to score a 4-shot win in the LPGA Malaysia. It's the 4th tour title for the 22-year-old American, who previously only had 1 top 10 finish all year. Second-ranked Lydia Ko, number 3 Stacey Lewis, and 2014 winner Chan Chan Feng tied for 2nd. The time now is 7:52 and a half, and our look at sports has been brought to you by Erie Bank at the corner of Penn Avenue West and Liberty Street. Erie Bank, the way banking should be.
Crohn's Drug Store and your local Health Mart pharmacists, Chris Darling, Tom Pupo, and Kyle Zaffino, want you to know that changing to Crohn's is easy. Simply stop in or call 723-1743. They can even deliver your prescriptions for free. Darling's Home Care is now fully open and operational, offering speech, occupational, and physical therapy. They provide healthcare professionals to care for you at your home. For more information on Darling's Home Care, call 230-9233 or stop inside Crohn's. Crohn's focuses on patient adherence, helping you take your medication as prescribed and not missing doses. Check out their mobile app, allowing you to request refills anytime from your smartphone, and medication synchronization. Get all of your medications available for refill on the same day. Work with a pharmacist that knows you. Health Mart pharmacists take the time to explain your medication and answer questions.
Hi, I'm Chris Darling, owner of Crohn's Drug Store in Warren and Darling's Pharmacy in Tidiute and Sugar Grove, a Health Mart pharmacy, taking pride in caring for you and about you for over 54 years.
Clint Black in concert. Clint Black with his full band and an incredible night of all the hits.
Walking in the moonlight.
Critics from coast to coast are calling Clint Black shows ones to remember. Clint Black in concert, October 17th, Struthers Library Theater, Warren, PA. Clint Black. October 17th, 8 p.m. at the Struthers Library Theater. Tickets are on sale now at the venue box office. Online at StrothersLibraryTheater.com or charge by phone at 814-723-7231. More info at StrothersLibraryTheater.com. Don't miss Clint Black live in concert.
At TIAA CREF, our record sounds like a broken record. We got impressive results in 2013. And 2014, same thing. We're like, hey, weren't we just here? Then 2015, boom, more impressive results. That's the kind of record you'd expect from a company that's created to serve and built to perform. Intelligent investing, powerful results. Visit TIAA.org. TIAA CREF Individual and Institutional Services, LLC. Investing involves risk.
As an entrepreneur, you're always on the go. So turn your mobile phone into a business phone system with Grasshopper, the entrepreneur's phone system. Get a new business number or keep your current one. Sound professional with a main greeting and multiple extensions that forward callers to your mobile phone. You can even get voicemails transcribed. Join over 150,000 small businesses who stay connected with Grasshopper. See how it works at grasshopper.com. The entrepreneur's phone.
This is Charlie Bruntz, the director of Warren General Hospital Home Care. Returning home after an extended illness or surgery can sometimes be frightening. Will your loved ones have enough knowledge to take care of you and be able to meet your medical needs? Warren General Hospital's home health care program is here to help. With over 150 years of combined experience, our well-trained professional healthcare providers come directly to your home to assess your needs and provide you with a wide range of services and education. We offer the services of registered nurses, physical, occupational, and speech therapists, and lactation consultants for our mom-baby patients. We offer quality services with compassion in the comfort of your own home. Trust the hospital home care team at Warren General Hospital, the only nonprofit hospital-based home health agency in Warren County. Remember to ask for us direct, or for more information, call me at 814-726-2853.
Is the 8 o'clock report, the news, the stock market, and today's almanac. WRRN, Warren, Jamestown. Now, here's Mark Silvis.
Good morning. Iran State TV is reporting that Jason Rezaian, a jailed Washington Post reporter, has been convicted. In a late Sunday broadcast, a judiciary spokesman said he has been convicted, but I don't have the verdict's details. The spokesman says Rezaian and his lawyer are eligible to appeal the conviction within 20 days. Rezaian, the Post-Tehran bureau chief, is accused of charges including espionage in a closed-door trial that has been widely criticized by the U.S. government and press freedom organizations. He reportedly faces up to 10 to 20 years in prison if convicted. An Afghan security guard says that a military helicopter carrying NATO personnel appeared to have struck the cable of an observational balloon before it crash-landed at NATO headquarters in Kabul. 5 coalition members were killed, and another 5 were injured on Sunday.
The accidental crash of the British military helicopter at a base in Kabul killed 5 and injured 5 others. The British Ministry of Defense says 2 Royal Air Force service members were killed in the crash. The nationalities of the others aboard have not been disclosed. It appears the crash occurred when the helicopter attempted to land at the base and accidentally struck an observational balloon. Louis Martinez, ABC News, Washington.
A wave of Israeli-Palestinian violence continues today. Israeli police say a Palestinian man attacked an Israeli officer with a knife today at the entrance to Jerusalem's Old City and was shot dead by police. The officer was wearing a protective vest and was not injured. The recent wave of Israeli-Palestinian violence has been marked primarily by stabbings and shootings carried out by young Palestinians with no affiliation to militant groups. Jordana Miller in Jerusalem tells us about a reggae rapper who rocked Jerusalem Saturday night with a live concert outside the historic Old City in defiance of those who support boycotting Israel.
Netanyahu's Israeli producers tell me he wanted to come back and show his solidarity with Israel after the BDS movement tried but failed to ban him from a music festival in Spain. One Family, a charity for victims of terror attacks, sponsored the Jerusalem concert. Thousands of dollars were raised with VIP tickets. At a Friday Sabbath dinner, Netanyahu met with Israeli children who lost family members in Palestinian attacks.
Thank you guys so much. Jerusalem, stay strong.
Jordana Miller, ABC News, Jerusalem.
Some California officials are considering using offenders convicted of violent crimes to help battle wildfires. The state has been using nonviolent inmates to help fight blazes, but its largest and oldest inmate firefighting unit has 800 fewer members than in previous years. Officials are proposing using inmates who have a violent past but have had their security classification level reduced because of good behavior. The rains have stopped in South Carolina, but the flooding remains. ABC's Philip Mena reports from Conway.
For the thousands living in the flood path, like Amber Carroll and her family, life is still far from normal.
It's pretty hard for them also. They've never been through anything like this.
Trips to work and school, even the local Walmart, now require a 20-minute boat ride down their street.
I just wish it would all go away. I wish there was a plug we can pull to make it just go on somewhere.
With so many roads still impassable, FEMA is now bringing in amphibious vehicles to help stranded residents get around.
Authorities in Maryland say a British hiker has died after falling about 35 feet along the Appalachian Trail. Maryland Natural Resources Police say the 44-year-old man was taking photographs, jumping from rock to rock Sunday morning when he lost his balance and fell. Officials say other hikers began administering first aid, but that the man was pronounced dead about an hour later. Our news time is almost 8:05. More news in 1 minute.
Why am I having such a hard time understanding Medicare and prescription drug plans?
I felt the same way when I was trying to help Mom with it. I couldn't make heads or tails of it either. That's when I called in a prize counselor at Warren Forest Agency on Aging Experience Incorporated in Warren.
A prize counselor?
Yep. They provide health insurance counseling and advocacy for Medicare beneficiaries in Pennsylvania to ensure residents receive entitled health care services.
I'm getting ready to turn 65 and hope to retire soon, and I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row.
A prize can educate you on Medicare eligibility, enrollment, benefits provided under Medigap policies, Medicare...
The Who with I Can't Explain. It's 7:30 News and Weather Time, brought to you by Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, Penn Avenue East in Warren. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Dale. Good morning, everyone. A Russell man is behind bars after choking a woman in Florida. Yes. and domestic dispute. According to a release from Warren-based Pennsylvania State Police, James Anthony McDaniel, 25, and a known 24-year-old female, both of Russell, entered into a verbal dispute while inside their residence on North Main Street on October 15th at 11 a.m. Quote, the verbal altercation ended when McDaniel wrapped his legs around the victim's neck and choked her unconscious. McDaniel, police said, continued to choke the victim with his hands before kicking her in the face. Police charged McDaniel with misdemeanor simple assault and summary harassment. The charges were filed through the District Justice Laura Bauer's office in North Warren. Police said McDaniel was arraigned before District Justice Glenn Carlson. Online court records show he was incarcerated to the Warren County Jail on October 20th after he was unable to post $5,000 bail. Community colleges across the state are using this week to encourage students to complete their studies and earn their degrees. Don Rooney has more.
Senator Judy Schwag says many community college students have outside pressures that make it hard for them to finish even a 2-year degree program.
They have economic circumstances that make it very difficult for them to remain in school, no matter what the tuition is.
Senate Democratic leader Jay Costa says that's why Pennsylvania's 14 community colleges are using this week to encourage students to complete their courses and earn their degrees.
Completing the associate's degree is so critically important because it allows for the next step to go into a 4-year degree, but if that's not what's necessary, it allows for a greater earning capacity for people who'll be able to do that.
Senator Lisa Boscola adds that students with a college degree earn $500,000 more than students with only a high school degree.
Many businesses are they're very willing to partner with students so that the workplace experience can count towards their degrees.
Don Rooney, State Capitol.
The stoplight at Railroad Street and East Main Street in Youngsville Borough is no longer in operation. While the light currently still hangs over the roadway, it has been turned off and the intersection is now a 3-way stop. Quote, some people don't like the change, but after a little while they will get used to things and this will be fine, said Youngsville Police Chief Todd Meinwieser on Tuesday when asked if he foresees any problems with the switch. I think if you ask the borough taxpayers if they prefer 3 $75 signs or spending thousands of dollars on a new streetlight, they would be happy with the signs. A 2014 countywide signal inventory recommended a signal removal study for the traffic light at the intersection. We're not saying it needs to be removed, Scott Thompson Gray, representatives from the firm said at a meeting held for county officials last September to discuss the results of the study, but it might be able to be removed. Meinwieser doesn't foresee issues, even at peak times, such as school dismissal. Every day before and after school, East Main Street and Railroad Street get a bit congested, but most drivers are patient and have an understanding that it takes a few extra minutes to get out of town. That happens when you have hundreds of kids to be dropped off or picked up from school. Meinwieser said that his department would like to hear of any complaints, and if the complaints have to do with law violations, we will sit there and make it safe. There is never a perfect solution, but our borough council will try to do what they feel is best for our community. In the newsroom, I'm Sam Williams.
No one puts more care into their coffee than Tim Hortons. And now I can get the same care and quality in their new lunch menu. They're introducing over a dozen new handcrafted sandwiches. Think quality vegetables, perfectly baked breads, real cheese, and choice meats. And delicious ingredients like pesto and avocado. Whether it's their new turkey bacon club, the Italiano grilled bagel sandwich, or the mozzarella pesto panini, there's a sandwich specially made fresh just for me. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting new lunch. Amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants.
7:34 in the morning. Here's a look at the forecast. 50% chance of showers today, otherwise cloudy and cool with highs around 60. Partly cloudy tonight. Chance of showers this evening, then becoming clear after midnight with lows in the upper 30s. For Friday, sunshine with highs low 50s. 50 degrees in Bradford. It's 58 in Jamestown and 54 in Warren. News and weather provided by Tim Hortons on Penn Avenue East in Warren with coffee made fresh every 20 minutes.
Well, this certainly has been an interesting summer. Good or bad, we'll take any summer we can get. And like you, your friends at A&B Heating are in no hurry to see it end. But we all know what comes next. So how about some tougher questions? That furnace of yours, will it be ready? Will it last? Is it safe? Last year, over 90% of heating system breakdowns were a direct result of lack of maintenance. The last thing you need is a failed heating system just when you need it most. Now's the time to call A&B Heating and schedule your fall furnace tune-up. All heating systems need regular maintenance, And when you call A&B, they'll check over 25 different safety points, including dangerous carbon monoxide. Your system will be ready to go and operating at peak safety and efficiency. And A&B Heating wants you to know if it's time for something new, qualified buyers pay nothing for 12 months. Call A&B Heating today and beat the rush. The weather will be changing. A&B will help you get ready. A&B Heating at 723-5670. Now celebrating 62 years because of great customers like you.
As a candidate running on the Republican ticket for commissioner, it's important to me to reach out to everyone in Warren County. To me, your political party doesn't matter, just as your social status, the money you earn, or the title you hold makes no difference to me. I will serve all the people of Warren County. Too often, people are made to feel left out or even ignored, especially those in our outlying areas of the county. I believe everyone is important and everyone plays a vital role to the future success of our county. It matters to me that each and every one of you has the opportunity to succeed right here in Warren County. As someone who has always worked hard to accomplish goals, I pledge to dedicate that same effort working for you. Working together, we can make a difference. I am Cindy Morrison, candidate for County Commissioner, asking for your vote on Election Day, November 3rd. Paid for by the Committee to Elect Cindy Morrison. This is Cindy Morrison, and I approve this message.
Right now, it's time for the Daily Donut Trivia, brought to you by Tim Hortons in Warren. Now, here's Dale Blitz.
Yes, here's how it works. I ask the question. First correct caller gets the Tim Hortons Donuts. Gotta love that. Remember, you can't have won anything here in the last 30 days to be eligible to win today. Here are the numbers, 723-1917 or 1-800-723-7085. Here is today's question. The band Yes got their start in 1969. They released their latest album in 2014. What is it called?
I can feel no
The band Yes got their start in 1969. They released their latest album in 2014. What is it called? Album name, Heaven and Earth. Congratulations to Jill Lasecki and Warren, winner of today's Tim Hortons Donuts. Enjoy them. More to give away tomorrow morning. Sports to get to right after the Small Faces. Small Faces with Itchy Park. Good morning, it's 7:45. Sports is brought to you by the Warren County Insurance Agency on the second floor of the First Niagara Bank building in Warren.